football scenes in the draft here. Latrell Pickett, taken pick 12, just skyrocketing up draft boards. Wasn't supposed to go this early. He goes this early. Cozzy Pickett, also pick 12. Cozzy now runs the club, 9-year deal. I think what's happening here is that Cozzy's told him, hey, either you get him or I'm walking out of this contract. You want me to stay? You take Latrell. Pick 12, presents the Guernsey. Everyone's happy at Melbourne. These two are going to dominate the forward line for years to come. Double Pickets? Defenders' worst nightmare has just come true. One of the all-time draft moves by Melbourne. Hats off, Melbourne.
Welcome, wherever you are and however you're listening. Thank you for joining us on this Friday, the 21st of November. That first ball is going to be humming down in a few hours out at Perth. We cannot wait to see us just start a long summer of just beating the shit out of England.
Sure.
5 days coming up of just skin on skin action, pounding them down. A little bit concerned. I did see some net sessions.
From the Aussies?
No, the English bowlers.
Oh.
They were coming in hot.
Okay.
Is it Mark Wood?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, okay.
He was bowling some heat, so that has made me a little bit concerned about what potentially would go down. But outside that, feel pretty good.
Have you done a weather check?
Going to be good.
Going to be okay?
It's fine. I think they're saying that the pitch is green.
Okay.
So I think that plays into our hands a little bit. But still, I am, like I said, very confident that we'll win this and win the Ashes. But then a little bit in the back of my head goes, we're pretty old.
Oh, absolutely.
We're pretty old.
We're massively old.
We've got a few unks playing.
Yeah.
We've got a few players that are pushing 40.
But you know what? I don't know. In cricket, it's like we play, and the older you are, it's because you've been able to stick around because you're mature and you're good at what you do. So that's fine.
There is that, and notoriously it has felt like the Australian cricket team just keeps the same players, like very much like a boys' club.
Sure.
Like if you're just in, you're just in for like a long time. Like we don't really throw out opportunities. Obviously, Sam Constance last year got a crack, and we were like, "This is the greatest thing that we've ever seen."
Get out.
You think maybe, hey, like he showed some promise. Let's get him back to ramp a few. Get out.
Yep.
Leave immediately.
Yep.
We've got the guys here who've been here for 15 to 20 years.
Yeah.
We've got to back them in again.
It is a proper boys' club, though, isn't it?
Massively. There's not debutantes. Nah, we're good. So that's happening today. We cannot wait for that. I know Pat Cummins looked good in the nets. I think he's going to play. Josh Hazlewood is out. Just before we get into the draft, I think that I have found the greatest name in sports once again.
Okay, so we felt comfortable with Zippy Fish.
Then where's Wally?
Okay, yes.
Still, now we're in the cricket domain.
Okay.
Plays at Boleyn Cricket Club.
Okay.
I present to you Dragon Power Poon. Promise you, that's his name.
How are we spelling it? Dragon, traditional dragon. Yep.
Power, like Paul Power. Poon. P-O-O-N.
Is there a hyphen?
No, I'll send it to you. It's Dragon Power Poon. His stats came up. He hit his first runs in 721 days. He had 3 runs, 6 balls, strike rate of 50, came in at 10. That's Dragon Power Poon. He's
built like a good cricketer, isn't he?
Yeah. That's hands down the best name I've ever seen.
Dragon Power Poon.
Dragon Power Poon.
Now, do you reckon, because the dragon element strikes me as a guy who went, hey, Mark, it's not doing it for me.
No.
I'm going to change it to Dragon. But do we reckon Power Poon was his actual last name?
It does seem like he's made up his name, but
Yes.
his name is, and we look at, I'll Google him right now, Dragon Power Poon at Boleyn. We've got a legit Dragon Power Poon.
Okay.
Yep. Balls Dragon Power Poon breaks silence with thrilling. Dragon Poon scoring his first senior run since November 25th, 2023. In that time, Dragon has played 21 games, bowled 163 overs and taken 33 wickets, including winning the Patterson Shield competition bowling average last season. It's been a while we've been able to say this, but well batted Pooney. Then the comments, Pooney's a star. And sure enough, on fantasy, club sports, which I assume is like the game league kind of stats taker, Dragon Power Poon.
That's incredible. I'm a bit disappointed as Australians that the nickname they've gone for is just Pooney. Like his literal name is Dragon Power Poon.
Yeah.
How is his nickname just Pooney?
Pooney. What a great name. That's the best name in sports.
Well done, Dragon.
Well done, Dragon Power Poon. Look forward to you continue your career. Hopefully we get Dragon Paupoon in the Aussie team.
Yeah, on the big stage.
Will be good to see Paupoon just throw balls down eventually throughout his career. But last night or the night before, a wild draft.
Oh, movie.
All went down. We
Yep.
did the DDF live stream, which was great. Well done, everyone. Thanks for tuning in who saw us do our thing there. Big night. Big night. Dill Alexander was here running us through it, holding our hand through some stuff because there was a lot of match bids.
Sure.
And trading at picks, which obviously go above our heads. We had Zan here as well, trying to get some journalistic standards up
Yep.
and lift those. He was there. You didn't have a draft pick to get excited for with some
Nah, I
Twitter.
was just there for vibes.
Just there for vibes.
Yep.
I saw Carlton kind of go into self-demolition mode once
Sure.
again, which has become a regular occurrence here. But a night where... Oh, well, the guests were great also, if we get into it. The guests were really good. Noah Anderson.
Yeah. I think we were so struck by a couple of the draftees that we had on that I haven't thought about Noah.
Yeah.
Like, really, but he's a pretty good, like a good character.
Yeah, laid-back kind of guy.
Yeah.
Came on the stream from his couch, just watching the draft, seeing how it was on unfold, spoke through, the academy kids they were getting and
Yep.
how that works with them. And then after him, we just threw it to the two-time Norm Smith, back-to-back premier, Will Ashcroft. Spoke about his hair. Just a great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. So to have them and obviously the draftees we had on as well was unbelievable. But a lot of picks that we just said were matched and forcing other clubs to, pay a more expensive price for the players they want. The first time we've probably seen that in a long time in drafts. Normally it's all very nice. No, you want that player. We won't bid on him. We won't make you pay. But it felt like in the draft that's just happened the first round. A lot of clubs making other clubs pay the top price.
It was an odd first night, wasn't it? Like
Very
it was just bizarre to watch.
Very odd, because traditionally drafts are designed in most leagues to help the worst clubs build up and get back to being and getting off the bottom ladder.
Yep.
But the system that we've got, we can match bids here, and if your academy kids are going to be taken early, as long as you've got enough points,
Sure.
then you can just come in and get them. Kind of a skewed draft.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of sense here. So we have a system where we just saw that a team who can win a final and make the second week of finals can then walk into a draft and take out 2 of the top 5 picks. Which is just wild. We saw West Coast, who had pick 1 and 2, have to make their picks eventually be 1 with Willem Dersma, and then they got pushed out to 4 by the time they bid on Zeke Uland and Harry Dean. But the Suns, speaking of them, they came out of this, did not play games.
No.
At all. One of the finals we said, they went out and got Jamaro, who if he can turn things around, that looks really good for them, that he'll be a piece next to Ben King. Christian Petrarca landed, which I think we haven't really dug our teeth into what that would do for them. And then with all the academy access and the matching of the bids and be able to get the points and then come into the draft early and get the kids they have in their academy, they walk away with Zeke Uland at pick 2, Dill Patterson at pick 5, Jai Murray at pick 17, Bo Adinsel at pick 18.
Okay.
That feels unbelievable.
They're
to be able to do
terrifying.
that.
They're terrifying.
Terrifying. Ezekiel and really leaning into the Nepo baby thing, going at Ross the boss as well, saying, hey, you'd hate this. So he's leaning into it. He knows that they've fleeced the AFL here. Yeah. They have absolutely destroyed and found one of the biggest loopholes in the system.
Yeah.
Being able to get these academy kids, what was it, 4 in the top 18. And also no risk of losing them to a go-home factor because born on the Gold Coast. So win a final, get Christian Petrarca, then get 2 of the top 5 picks, 4 of the top 18 picks, and rebuild this thing to go again to make a huge push at the flag.
Were you surprised just on Zeke and his comments about the Nepo baby stuff that it's certainly, especially here on DDF, we've been calling for a little bit more personality.
Yeah.
I was going, oh God, some of the comments these guys are making, like they've not even walked into the club yet and they've got some... they've got some lessons to learn about the real world, but the clubs are then backing them in. I feel like it's a bit of a turning point.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's got a voice.
Yeah.
Traditionally, what will happen is you play it very media safe and you're very, concise and careful in your answers. But Zeke Uland said, fuck all this. I'm going to start throwing shit around I've been in the league for 8 hours. I'm going to go at Ross Lyon and the St Kilda Football Club. So let's hope he backs it up. I hope he can. Because if that first game, if he gets 6, 7 touches...
That's a tough
I didn't even mean to do that.
No, well, you know.
I didn't mean... It's all that happened also in the draft. All the new generation coming through.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of that going on. So I think I've just found myself in all of that. But he doesn't care, Zeke Uland.
No.
At all. So the Suns cleaned up, found a loophole, have made the AFL now hopefully maybe change what goes on in the draft because that felt like a weird kind of way where you can be so good in a season and then enter a draft at pick 2 and then come back in again at pick 5 in the end and then get another 2 at 17 and 18. That feels like unfair to everyone else.
The naked eye test suggests it just didn't look right, did it?
It's not great.
Like,
so who knows what they're going to do, keep doing with that, but the St Kilda want to change that ASAP. The Eagles had obviously a big night. We know about them trying to find some foundation pieces here. Pick 1, Willem Dersma. Congrats to him. Big ballet guy, a guy who they hope is going to come in and hopefully change the trajectory of their club where he's going to go and play. We're not sure yet. He's really versatile, maybe too versatile. We're thinking that he could eventually get into midfield. Deal said that he'll probably start at half back, get a tempo for the game, get a kind of sense of how different league football is. So he might go in there and just, hopefully we see him dominate from day one. And now Harley Reid as well has a Batman and a Robin, which is cool. Even though Willem Dersma did say that he is the Batman. Which again.
The chewed, the absolute chewed on some of these kids. It's fantastic.
Which is great. And then they came again at pick 4 after matching or getting some bids matched from other clubs. Came in at pick 4 and just got Duff Man. Cooper Duff Tytler. Big son of a bitch. A guy who has some real athleticism. That new mould of ruckman who's good on the ground, like really good on the ground and good in the air as well. Now getting him paired up with Willem and Harley. That's your midfield for 10 to 12 years. Yeah. That's exciting teams at Eagle Land. They're excited.
How embarrassing is this last night on the stream? I was looking at the, we had the vision of our stream pop up and it had, Cooper's selected. I didn't know his name was Tytler.
You thought it was Tyler?
Yeah, and I kept getting Moff's attention to be like, change it.
No, it's Tyler.
It's Tytler. So there you go.
Tyler, so he was out there on the beers last night. A few photos coming through of his mates just cranking some beers. Now, his mates had vodka raspberries.
Yep.
Duff Man, obviously, is a beer man.
Yeah.
He had a pint in his hand. And took his beers out. Sorry, he went out to have beers in his Guernsey.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you would.
I can guarantee you this, after the Legends game, if I remember what all of my friends were like, that was their grand final.
Yeah.
Like, for in our friendship group.
It's big.
So their mates on that night, it's a big night for them.
Unbelievable. Probably the only time you could probably wear and would be acceptable to rock AFL Guernsey in a pub.
Grand final win.
Raw dog. Yeah, grand final wins another one.
Fine.
That's acceptable. Outside that, getting drafted is the only opportunity where I think it's playing on.
You can roll in.
Yeah. Then at pick 19, they go again. So a guy who slid out goes by the name, I think I've just given this nickname, Bullseye.
Sure.
Josh Lindsay. I'm telling you, he can hit targets like you wouldn't believe. And for a team who has just trouble getting the ball and then more trouble hitting targets, a guy like him coming in at pick 19, that's unbelievable. Because when you see the vision, he is hitting these kicks behind him, around the body, outside his ass to the corridor, and then you've got the likes of Harley Reid who'll be steaming past, Willem Dersma now as well. Like this, probably now, these 3 picks sets them up going forward, which is good.
Totally.
Let's get them off the bottom of the league. Need to get them right off the bottom. So they seem like a good place. And then we spoke about how Carlton had to come into the draft, started with pick 9 and 11 before West Coast make a bid. Now, I hope he's going to be a start, Harry Dean.
Of course.
His old man was great. We've seen the vision of his old man eating shit on the premiership stage where he celebrates and falls off, then goes back on the stage and gives a fist pump. But anytime that you give picks 9 and 11 to move into third, feels like a lot to give up. Given picks 9 and 11 are very good. That feels like you're giving a lot to get into a position to get a guy who wasn't in the top 8 of most mock draft boards.
Sure.
I looked at Deal. I said, because I was like, hey, obviously he's going to be good. He'll be okay. But I looked at Deal to my right and said, Deal, what do you think? Let me get a vibe off you. Is this good? Is this bad? And Dill straight up said, yeah, way too high for mine, which didn't make me feel great about things.
Yeah.
So we wait and see. No one knows what these picks will be. You don't know who's won this draft until 3 or 4 years down the track. So hopefully he does come in and adds to this back line next to Jacob Wiedering. He's a big son of a bitch as well. Got one of the all-time scars down his left shoulder, I believe, from having shoulder surgery. So
good sign.
It's a great sign. It's a great sign. And it was also the highest taken defender in a draft since 2015. In 2015, pick 1 was Jacob Wiedering. So
you got a bit of a sicko fetish for it.
We've got, if you're a key defender, Carlton will take you with their first pick.
Oh, yeah.
So that happened as well, and that kind of threw the whole draft out. And then we get to Essendon, who had just a great night out.
It was, wasn't it?
If you're an Essendon fan, I think when you cast your mind back to all those bad times of Zach Merritt wanting to leave, and then him
cast your mind back.
Well, yeah, a couple months ago, but then him not really being attached to the club, distancing himself, his manager going crazy on trade day, and then him going to Brownlow, giving these weird answers, then winning the BNF and giving the ChatGPT award speech.
Sure.
And then to now where you go, okay, well, he's back at training for sure. He's probably on a 12-month lease. But we go to the draft and you get picks 9, 10, and 13. Sullivan Roby, pick 9.
Yep.
absolute man-child. Yes. We've said it a lot. This guy is huge. Going to go into midfield straight away and probably can mix it with your first to 3-year midfielders straight away. Big, not man-strong, but big. Mm-hmm. He's going to be in under 192 centimetres. Then you go Jacob Farrow, DDF-sponsored player. Welcome, Jacob.
Welcome to the team.
Welcome, Jacob. So we are building a stable here. Obviously, we got the Flying Viking from last season. Need to renew that one because he's a good one.
Yes.
We get Jacob Farrow into the stables. Now, this is going to be a thing where we initially, I don't know if we had thought to just do it one by one, like welcome in Alex, then say goodbye to Alex.
I think, look, to be fair, that was the initial idea, but it was such a hit. We love him.
I can't say goodbye.
You can't say goodbye to him.
I can't say goodbye. So I think what we're going to do right now is, much like a football club, we will always continue to sponsor the 10th pick in the draft.
Yes.
But once we get a feeling that maybe they're not, how do I say this in a nice way, performing and getting a game.
Doing a goals,
we will for sure, unfortunately, have a conversation where we have to delist them from the stable. But Alex is in, Jacob Farrow's in.
How good will it be in a few years' time when we've got, a fair few and we have just like a Christmas works drink?
Yeah, it'd be great.
Just with the stable.
That'd be great. So that's unreal. So he comes in as a DDF player. We can't wait to see him do his thing as well next year, and also go to a club where they're going to get opportunities straight away because suck.
Yes.
So that's going to be great for him. And then they go to pick 13, Dyson Sharp, who had one of the best junior careers that people are saying that they can remember. Get him. And Adelaide came hard. I think they wanted to give 2 first-round picks for pick 13 to then swoop in and take their local kid. But Essendon said no. Matt Rosa said, nah, I'm very good at saying no. Trust me, you didn't see the whole Zach Merritt thing. I'm the best at saying
He
no.
knows one word.
Yeah, I'm the best at doing this. So, no, thank you. We'll take him. And then he comes to Essendon. So, it feels like, Essendon, you might be back, which I'm glad you might be back. You might be back in a big time because, yes, your captain wanted to leave. But you get these kids in. The AFL changes the final system for you.
Yes.
Now you have a wild card weekend or, you can now finish 10th and make the finals. Essendon, things are looking up for you guys. This is very good to see.
So how many did they get last night or on the first night?
In the draft?
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now. Let's go back to the AFL draft, round 1.
Because
I'm thinking, how many in total?
Let's be honest, not all of them will be hits.
No, some will suck.
But a 50% strike rate like that, I feel like for a team that's building is exciting.
It's pretty good. So just had those ones, 9, 10, and 13.
9, 10,
and then
13.
Moving into the second round, which will happen soon. They don't have anything for the rest of the draft until pick 68, but no one uses pick 68 onwards. So you think that they're done. Also with this draft, they're saying, or Deal was saying that round 2, given that all the match bidding went on and the future first and the trading stuff, there won't be a lot of action that happens in the second round.
No.
And also just the depth of the draft. Outside and past pick 20, take your pick. Who knows what's going to happen here. So it feels like the draft, the meat of it is done. Mm-hmm. You're going to get what you're going to get. And for Essendon, I think you've got a lot of good things that you can work with. And then we get to the biggest bolter of the draft. We thought it was going to be Sullivan Roby, who came out of nowhere, wasn't even in the rep teams leading this draft. I think he got dropped from some kind of team, then had a growth spurt, and then gets taken pick 9. And we were losing our mind saying, how's a guy just grow so much and then get really good at football with the growth spurt, then get onto now an AFL list with pick 9. Then we came across Latrell Pickett. Mm-hmm. Latrell Pickett is 2 years older than his draft class, this draft class. Latrell Pickett was paying sample reserves. And when pick 12 came around Melbourne, Latrell Pickett's name got read out. Cozzy Pickett's cousin. And I think we can all read what's happened here. Cozzy signs a monster 9-year deal, always has been, even though he signed the deal and even posted out that there could be some room for him to move back home to Freo or maybe wherever he wants to go. This was a massive, big brain move by Melbourne and Cozzy to pull the strings on this and say, hey, I've signed a deal.
I need a friend.
Yep. Actually, I need a cousin.
Yep.
I need a cousin. Go out and draft my cousin with pick 12. Unbelievable.
So the big takeaway, I'm assuming you're feeling the same that I do, is now that Clayton's not there, Track's not there, new coach, Cozzy runs the Melbourne Football Club.
Yeah. It's a Max Gawn face-leading club.
Yes.
Who's in the media. On the back, in terms of when you see a football team, when the boys go, oh, where's the team? I can't really see it. Oh, Cozzy Pickett, you can turn around. It's on his back.
Yeah.
That's where it is. So Cozzy's pulling some strings. And I don't hate it because there's some of the we don't know a lot about Latrell. Mm-hmm. I think anytime you're the cousin of Cozzy Pickett, and I think also maybe Byron Pickett, you're going to be a good footballer.
Yeah.
You just are. And if there is a chance that he's anything like Cozzy Pickett and Melbourne have a Latrell and Cozzy, a LaCozzy,
yes,
Good luck defenders defending 2 Picketts
Yeah.
in a Melbourne forward line. So I don't hate it. I just don't know a lot about him.
I also think that it's time maybe, and it feels like it's adjusting, especially with things like the mid-season draft, that we're starting to learn that some bodies aren't quite ready to go at 18,
No.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
And so the fact he's 2 years older than his draft class, it might, would it be a slight red flag for a high pick? But almost definitely.
It definitely is.
Almost definitely.
No, it is.
But let's just see. He might be starting to come into his own now.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Hopefully it pays off. But anytime you bolt that high,
Sure.
because you weren't on a mock draft, really.
Yes.
So when you just come from the clouds to be a pick 12, and then we hear pre-draft that there's only 14 chairs for the draftees, and then once he was read out, they said no, he had a chair. This was always happening. It's a massive, massive power move by Cozzy and his management, who no doubt got this over the line with Melbourne.
Yeah.
Which, let's see how it pays. Like, we don't know if this is going to be good or bad until 2 or 3 seasons.
But if it keeps Cozzy around, then
You'll take it.
Then that's a win.
You'll take it. And then we got to potentially our favourite player of the draft, Lockie Doveston.
Mm-hmm.
Pick 16 in North. He might be our favourite player this whole draft pool, and we've only known them for all of 12 hours right now.
Sure.
So this is how it went down when we called him. We called a lot of players last night on the stream. We called him just to see what was going on, what he's up to. We thought maybe he'd go home and rest, just take it easy.
Yeah.
Big week coming up, and he'd be at North and do a 2K. Here's how things went down. Congratulations. We have just been speaking about you, mate, and how, firstly, great you look. The hair is immaculate. What, a 2-year build? We're thinking, run us through that thing you're rocking.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, really. Just kind of grew it out, and then lucky got a bit curly, so might keep it for a bit longer. I think you should get it down.
I love this guy, mate. That's awesome. I will grow it out. Are you just rolling around doing your own thing now, bit of free time?
Yeah, I wish. Just rolling around getting some photos or something. I think kind of like some bar later.
Come on, this guy fucking rules. We love this guy.
Now, come on, give us a blow. Give us more than that. You're not skipping out on the celebration tonight. Give us a blow by blow. What can we look forward to?
I don't know. If I end up at Crown, don't quote me for that.
So what a man. Just instead of traditionally being with your family, maybe go for a nice dinner, take things easy, off to the Crown. Unreal.
Look, he won't win any philosophy awards.
No.
He's not, is he going to be the next big thing in NASA? Probably not.
No.
But he knows how to have a good time, and he looks like a bloody good footballer.
Yeah. Look, is he going to be a rocket surgeon?
No.
No. But is he going to go and play some blackjack like you wouldn't believe, like a rocket surgeon?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. You bet your ass.
Is he going to turn up on Monday
Oh, yeah.
at Arden Street?
Oh, he's just spent the whole weekend drinking Woodstocks,
Yeah.
getting his hair ready on the pokies, and then he rolls in on Monday to Arden Street and be like, boys, watch me light up this 2K. Love that. Kicked a lot of goals too.
Yeah.
People call him Wiz 2.0. Like, kicked a lot of football goals.
Sure.
And
totally.
as I said in the draft, anytime that you know where the goals are, I'm big on that.
Yeah.
Because they stay in the same position no matter what
They
league
do,
they're in.
actually, yeah.
They do.
And we don't speak about it enough, but if you kick more goals than your opposition, then you're a really good chance of winning the game.
And considering North don't kick shit all goals, like that's a great addition to
I'm
have
into
someone
it.
who knows where they are and tell the other guys outside Nick Larkey, hey boys, if you just turn around, just stay with me for a bit, those 2 huge fucking posts, the ball, stay with me, I know it's hard, should sail through the 2 big ones.
Yeah.
And that's 6 points. And everyone's going, okay, ball through big points,
interesting.
6
Okay.
points. Okay, and how did we get it there? Well, even crazier. So we hit each other on the chest or handball, and we kick it to me, and I'll do the rest. Oh, and they're going,
Job done.
great, finally found a way. So I love they got him. Do you feel bad for him for going there a little bit?
You know what? No, I'm excited for this. I think it's the turning point because they've actually got some really decent players, but they don't have any assholes. They don't have anyone on a Sunday 4:40 when, you know how we've seen it a few times, mainly last season, where they're actually playing okay. You feel like another team, in that position can get the job done and just focus. They are just not there yet. They need someone to go, I'm going to get under the skin of the opposition. And this is what I'm not dropping off in energy here. So I'm pretty excited about that for them.
That's great by you because North have no nasty.
Not at all.
No nasty. I
And they
thought
were
Cam
always
Zerha,
nasty.
Yeah, well, they're shin boners. I mean, if you think back to shin boner, they've always been big and aggressive.
Yes.
No nasty anymore. Very nice, very limp, very flaccid.
Absolutely.
Needs someone to get, I think he's going to bring nasty back to him.
Yeah.
We love that. So the North nasties are back. And all in all, a great draft. Like you said, kids are very, very confident. I wouldn't say it's arrogance. We didn't see Javan.
No. So at time of recording, It's the Thursday, so we're hoping
A couple of hours till round 2 kicks off.
he's sort of been there and done that. But then,
So Javan Philippou, for those who don't know him, is Mateus's brother. Javan said, and we've got the quotes here somewhere from memory, I was trying to remember him. He said that he'd take himself pick 1 in this year's draft.
Yeah.
He could do it all. He's good in the air, on the ground. He's very unpredictable. You're not sure what you're going to get, but he's the best player pretty much in this draft.
that's also a quote he said. He said, you
No,
don't
yes.
know what you're going to get from
No, he
me.
did. Yeah, he did. And we've been saying, well, if you don't know what you're doing, how do the recruiters know what you're doing anyway? So you have pick 50. If Javan does somehow slide a pick 50 to get us in Kilda, him and Mateus. Also said he's a mix of Nat Fyfe and Bont.
Well, I take that.
I think that's now been proven false. Because anytime you have a mix of those two absolute legends, future Hall of Famers, and you get passed on for the first 28 picks, lie.
I just think, look, everyone gets asked that question in the draft, though. I need to know more about him, because did he actually mean to just say, I base my play on these 2 players? Because that's fine. Like, you would have gone through that period in the draft and be like, I base my game. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm good as, but this is who I would like to emulate.
Well, everyone gets compared. I think sometimes you can be lured into saying, when a recruiter says, hey, who do you play like? You should always respond, well, I base my game off, or I play a bit like.
Yeah.
I said Paddy Ryder.
Sure.
So that's one where I was like, very similar way we move. Maybe our mindsets, big guy that thinks he's in a small body, like that kind of thing. Like I'm nimble, agile, that whole thing. I think, and I don't know 100%, but like 90%, I think he just said, I am
Yes, I'm a mix
of Bont and Fyfe. So probably not. Probably not. So let's see where Javan ends up. I also think it's Jevon, but Javan
No,
sounds
we're sticking on Javan.
way better.
Yeah.
So well done to everyone who was drafted in the first round. Absolutely huge by them. Into a 2K on Monday, which will just be absolute hell. Going to be tired for a long time.
Crash
Those
back
young
down to
kids.
earth pretty
Oh,
quickly,
won't know what hit him come Monday. Going to get hit with a 2K, some skills, weights.
This is
Whoop.
shit.
Oh, they're going to absolutely hate everything about the league system in about 72 hours. Around the ground, around the league, Mason Cox confirmed Fremantle Docker.
Huge.
Well done, Mason. So 35 years old. Next year, by the time the season comes around, gets a 2-year deal.
It's generous.
2 years, so he'll be done, 36, 37 years old, he'll be off a list. And congratulations to him for a guy who didn't see a football, came out from America to then get a premiership with Collingwood, now a 2-year deal with Fremantle. Very much insurance policy for the Fremantle Dockers. Obviously, they run a 2-ruck system with Sean Darcy and Luke Jackson. A lot of times that the season was questioned. Justin Longmuir was back against the wall. Everyone's saying this doesn't work. And for the first half of the season, it seemed like it didn't work. And then we got this weird point where Sean Darcy or Luke Jackson was winning games for him. And it started working. So you think he goes there as a guy that just plays backup if one of those go down.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate. There's worse backups.
Absolutely.
In the league. Now, Freo fans are saying, well, maybe he's cost us a position on the list, but for sure. You can say that for sure. It does feel like that as well, but they just love big guys. That's all. They just love running the biggest team in the world. Land of the Giants at Fremantle. So he goes there. He'll get picked up in the SPP. So I'm happy for Mason.
Yeah.
I think it's a move that doesn't cost him much. He'll be ready to go if needed. Play a lot of waffle football. I don't get that wrong. But if he comes in, he's just a huge man.
Yeah, he can play on the big stage. We've seen it.
Yeah, and can take a big mark up forward, so
Yeah.
he can slot in forward line. It doesn't seem like the worst fit.
No.
It does, though, feel like when you're throwing a 2-year contract to a 35-year-old.
Sure.
There must be some more details on what that looks like. Like, he'd probably be told that you won't play, most likely. But if he's looking for some kind of development role, coaching gig, maybe that's part of it.
Coaching.
I don't know.
That would be a story.
That would be, I don't know. I don't know. It just feels weird that 2-year deal they're throwing at him.
I tell you what, the real winners, as he said, I think waffle players are licking their lips at the opportunity. He's played a lot of AFL footy. People have been there, done that with him now.
Yeah.
But waffle, they're going to see him rolling and go, I've got a new
Yeah.
toy that
Here
I
we
get
go.
to muck around with.
Cop this. I know, exactly. So he's gonna cop it a fair bit over there, actually.
Oh, massively.
Because the Perth locals at every level, they don't fuck around.
Oh, I cannot wait
Oh,
for the
mate,
Australian,
they
the
don't.
West Australian.
Yeah.
What are they going to say?
Oh, they will. Yeah. Big Cox throbbing. Like, he kicks 3 goals, but like this Big Cox is throbbing.
Yeah, they won't. Yeah, mixed
Western
words.
Australian doing too much also with the Ashes at the moment.
What have
Sit
they
back-
said?
Oh, just going hard. They keep calling Joe Root a dud. They're calling him a dud root.
Oh, well, it's good. Yeah.
Dud root, cocky captain, plays golf instead of like net session. Like they're just, if any England people are watching this, with the West Australian, like we don't associate with them at all. Even people in Perth very much we're good.
Yeah.
We leave them alone. So if you are coming out from England and you think it's part of us,
Yeah.
no.
Because I've got to say, Dad Brute, look, it's good pun, but it's
pun.
low hanging fruit, and I rate Joe Root. So
Yeah.
don't stand by it.
I know. Richmond got some new numbers. We saw this that dropped just before the draft here. So a lot of new kids there just trying to work their way through a career. Their new numbers got dealt out. Number 4. Held by the greatest finals player of all time, held off from giving Sam Lawler this number when he was drafted last year. I think it was much a case of, let's see if this guy's
Let's
actually
just see.
legit.
Sure.
Because it feels that's a big number to give away
Yeah.
to a guy that we're not really sure of.
Particularly because he looks a lot like him.
Yeah.
I think that the temptation could have been like, oh, this is exciting, let's do it. But I'm glad they've waited.
Could have been that as well. Looks like him. Kind of moves now. Who never moved like Dusty Martin, but
He
you can
kinda
see
does.
You saw the stiff arm,
Yep.
the explosion out of packs. Like there was that tendencies there.
Yep.
And now that he's showed enough, got his nuts out.
Similar testicles for
Similar
sure.
balls, got huge balls, shaved balls, absolutely huge. We saw him.
Pendulum.
Round 1, massive ones, came out of his bonds. They gave him number 4,
Yeah.
which is unreal, and announced it really well.
Classy.
Great announcement. I love what Richmond do with their socials. That was just a cool way because normally you can go with a static image, but they released a video and then the 2 photos of the photo of them together.
Yeah.
Unreal. So now he's in number 4. All he needs really to be Dusty is to play like him, but also just sleeve.
Sure.
Got the same haircut.
Yeah.
Just rock a sleeve.
He'll get there.
Rock a sleeve. So he's going to do absolutely amazing things now the 4 on his back.
Where do you stand on retiring a number?
Never.
Never? Yep.
Nah, never. Not in foot. Like, nah. You should never. It's a great tradition to just have the one number continuing to do great things in the history of the game. Because if they'd retired number 4, it's like, okay, well, you kind of want to give that number to the next big thing at your football club
Sure.
to see it live on and the whole aura of that number continue its aura. This is a perfect fit, giving it to him because he is the future of the football club. So you get to see 4 back on a field. A Richmond fan's going to be keeping it stiff the whole of next season. They see 4 back out there.
Tell you who else will be keeping it very stiff. The club shop.
Oh yeah, number 4 back on
Cha-ching.
backs, or Richmond fans who obviously there's a lot of them and have dusty Guernseys already.
Just get them back out.
Get them back out. Save
Yep.
yourself some cash, $70 to $80, $90.
Yeah,
Perfect
that's
for
right.
you. Yep.
Sorry, Richmond, we've just done you that.
4 is back big time.
Yeah.
So, but they also do have a new sponsor, car sponsor. I think they've dropped Jeep.
Wow, that is
They
big.
have-
That's,
yeah, they have
that's a
Richmond
pretty,
sponsor.
like synonymous
Yeah.
with Richmond and Jeep.
They are now with is it GWM? Is that Great Wall?
G-
GWM cars. I know it's not. Great. Yeah, it is Great Wall Motors. The I believe Japanese cars.
Okay, move over Jeep.
No, it's not a Japanese car brand. It's a Chinese automaker. Great Wall Motor.
Well, Great Wall, sure.
Goodbye, Jeep. Hello, Great Wall.
There you go.
Welcome. So that's them. So if you are looking for a new Guernsey, go and get a Great Wall Motor one. I'd probably stick with the Jeep one. Now think about it.
So,
Actually. So they did that. What else is happening around the league? Zach Merritt. He did a post addressing his critics. Now, as we know, the backstory, tried to get the football club. Now he's stuck in Alcatraz, can't get out of there, 12 months to go at least. He put up a Instagram post of him walking or lead the team out, what it looks like, with a shadow just on him and the team very much in the background. And his caption was, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better." That was it. So missed out the second half.
Yes,
So a bit
the
of
bit
Theodore
where they say
Roosevelt.
it's actually the whatever.
Yeah, and then we had a lot of his teams commenting and supporting, like saying, "Yeah, we love you, man. This is awesome. Let's go." Clap emojis, love hearts. So you'd think that with everything going on and then him trying to get back, like he's a football club and then trying to make things good and repair the bridges, Zach Merritt can't be captain next year, can he?
No.
He just can't come back into being a captain with everything that's happened. And surely the Essendon Football Club have to make a decision on who is captain sooner rather than later because you've got a flock of draft picks coming in, a new direction. Like it feels like this would be a time now to say, hey, this person's the captain. Zach, are you even in a leadership group? I don't know. Do you want to be in it? We know you hate us, but do you want to be in a leadership group? Like how can we, I don't think they drop him out completely, but when does this get decided and who is next man up to captain him?
The only reason why I think that he could remain captain is if he hasn't actually offended anyone. Like if all the players are like, I totally fucking get it, mate. I want to leave too.
Yeah, this joint is actually a prison.
Yeah,
It's
so-
actually very similar to Alcatraz.
So, like, I don't care. Remain captain. Then I think it's fine. But if there are people in there that are going, what the hell, man? Like, we're just trying to get on with our job, you know. You've ruined it.
It would just be a bizarre situation where the captain just so clearly wanted to leave and couldn't get out, and then walks back into a club, and the club goes, actually rated that tenacity
To our biggest rivals.
and dedication. So you can just remain the captain. We're good.
Yeah.
I cannot see that happening. I think Essendon fans, and I don't know Zach at all, but I think Essendon fans would be absolutely filthy that they just let that happen.
Yeah.
But let's see. I don't even know who's captain. Who would be captain?
I don't think it'd be good for his well-being either. I don't think he'd play very good footy next year if he has to front the media all the time as captain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're asking him those questions.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
if he's captain,
Well, they could protect him from the questions that are coming, because his first press conference that he does, he's going to be absolutely bombarded with that. And there might be a world that exists where he walks into Brad Scott's office and says, listen, just don't want it.
yeah.
Happy to be a vice captain or in the leadership group in some capacity, but in terms of being a captain, absolutely not. I'm good with that. You can miss me with that stuff. So we'll wait and see. You'd think that would happen like this side of Christmas,
Yeah.
that it gets announced. And when it does get announced, either way, if he is the captain or if he's not, it's going to be crazy to see what they come up
When
with.
do they normally break before Christmas? Is it just before, or is it?
December, like a week before Christmas.
Yeah, I think you got to.
You can't go to
Yeah.
Christmas having no guidance on where your
Yeah.
leadership is and who is running the show.
And great point, especially those young kids coming in who are going
Can't.
to be the future. Like, they don't really want to be walking into a building
No.
not knowing what the go is.
Not at all. So let's see where that lands at Essendon. And then Nick Dacos, just state of origin. Leaking out, we're drip feeding the stuff with the origin. So a lot of drip feeding going on here coming out of Suits HQ. Nick Dacos in, which is a massive, massive get.
Yeah.
Considering that he still wants that Brownlow, probably wants to win another flag, no doubt, is the best play in the league. Saying, on Valentine's Day when people are having their first dates, making love, you can find me at Optus Stadium,
Yeah.
running around.
Making love to a footy.
Making love to just, I wouldn't say making love, but definitely screwing over a lot of WA players.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, no feelings involved, just quick.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just good ball handling and then out of there.
that's big. As much as I'm, not a fan, I'm not a fan of Origin. I'm just very skeptical of what it'll look like optically, given I know that 3 weeks out from the season, it won't be like NRL.
No.
It'll be very much like just everyone take it easy.
Yeah.
So I'm just cautious of what that looks like. And also, if a Nick Dacos or a Patrick Cripps or like a Marcus Bontempelli, any player does a serious injury, oh boy, I would be if I'm the coach of that football club and that player, I'd be ducking every presser.
It'd be the end of
Oh, it would be.
the whole format.
It could end Vossi.
Yeah.
If Patrick Cripps comes out of this with an injury and misses the season, Adam Simpson, you good?
yeah.
Start steering the ship. Let's go. So we'll see. Adam Simpson also. I don't know if we spoke about that yet.
Yeah, a little bit, at the draft.
Yeah, but yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Love that Adam Simpson at Carlton.
That's so true. I was like, oh, that's really good. But then you were saying the other night at the draft, you're like, that is almost the worst possible case for
Yeah.
Voss.
Oh,
Like, you have got a really ready to go guy after a break.
yeah.
Like, oh.
So the club is selling it as he's just kind of directing the coaches and very much a hands-off role in the background. But there's no doubt that this is a succession plan without them calling it a succession plan. And Vossi will be sweating every training session if they get to a 0-3, 0-4, 0-5 start. Vossi may as well get the cardboard box out and start putting his shit in it because Adam will be coming down from the top to walk in the coach's box. That's what it feels like from the outside. Now, I'm still very, very big on Vossi cannot coach. I'd love to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
But now that I know that Adam Simpson's in the building,
Yes.
I'm happy with that. I'll take it.
Absolutely.
So you can always come down and coach.
There's not many teams out there that need a coach that wouldn't want Adam Simpson.
Oh, no.
Like, that's the reality
They all
of it.
vied for his services.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted him. Everyone wanted Adam Simpson to be in the building. At least in the building now, we've got him. So let's see how it lands. Speaking of Carlton, big prelim in the AFLW this week. This is massive. So Carlton have really just come from the absolute clouds this season.
Yeah.
Was so bad last season to now make a prelim against Brisbane in Brisbane to get into the grand final. Very different team. Unbelievable. Again, much like North and the women's program, the men's program at Carlton should go in and say, hey,
What's going on?
how have you done that? Just out of curiosity, just that whole making prelims, potentially making a grand final. Like, what's the go with that? We'd love to know. Sophie Mackay comes in, just being a star, doing her fake injury sellies, which I love. Kicking the most goals in a debut season. Like, she's just put the team on her back. So this is big. Big now test to go to Brisbane and take on Brisbane, who are looking to go back to another grand final.
Outside of anyone playing North in any game, probably the biggest test. Well, maybe going to Adelaide, taking on the Crows is never easy, but going to Brisbane, like, that's tough.
That's tough. So that's Saturday night, and then Saturday afternoon before that game, Brisbane Carlton is North Melbourne and Melbourne at Icon. I think we know exactly which way that's going. That is a real, if you're a Melbourne player, start getting your Mad Monday kit sorted right now, because there's not a chance in hell you're playing the grand final.
It'll be a game. Don't
Oh,
worry
yeah,
about
it will
It'll
be. Yeah, for 3 minutes it'll be awesome.
It'll be better than the Hawks game.
Yeah.
But it's a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, we got to find something to stop North Melbourne. It was amazing at the start. It's like, they've broken the whole record, 23, 24, 25. But now it's like, hey, I think they've broken the league.
You know what? Let them win it, and then I'm good. Then I've got, then now it's getting silly. Because you almost want to see greatness achieve ultimate greatness.
Yeah.
Back to back, haven't lost in 2 years. And then you go, okay, now it's...
Well, it's silly when they're just blowing teams out in, elimination prelims, grand finals. It's like, okay, what is the other teams even doing?
Yes.
Give it to your league. So let's see how it plays out. Hopefully the Blues, obviously going for them, make a grand final. Brisbane also big on Poppy and Jade as well.
Yeah,
Getting back
team
to
shows. Perfect for you.
Perfect. So it's a win-win here. So big weekend in the AFLW, big week of AFL football, big day of Ashes and weekend of watching cricket.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Nothing better. How good is just this feeling, at 1:20 with the Perth time here, wherever you are around the country outside of Perth. You get on your couch and you go, TV on, beer in hand, you go, I'm not moving for 7 hours.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh, you want to go for dinner? Yeah. No.
Hope you enjoy it.
Dinner can come to me because the Ashes is on. That's one of the best feelings ever.
What's your cricket food? Other than, I wouldn't count the Boxing Day test because that's just Christmas food.
Yep.
What do you like eating during cricket?
Well, normally, or remember summer of cricket, I just know that it's hot. So I'm
Sure.
not even a big food guy. I'm a big on ice cream guy. Top off aircon, ice cream from the football. Yeah. Maxi Bon.
Interesting.
Yeah, you obviously got a food in mind that you're ready to go with?
No. I think back in the day, like a little bit of KFC.
Yep.
Quite liked for a game of cricket.
Targeted advertising.
Yeah, no, they've done well there.
Yeah.
they got
you good.
They got me a beauty. But I like a Corona during the cricket.
That's a big switch up for you to go from your traditional Carltons, or what do you normally drink?
Yeah, like a good Tassie beer, Bogues or something like that.
To then go to a Corona.
It's just a hot, nice, warm weather beer.
Wow. We're in the best time. I mean, sport's back, cricket's back. It's going to be unreal. Cannot wait just to rip England apart. The Barmy Army's out here, already whinging about everything, the weather, the flies, condition of the
Sunburn.
pitch, everything. So no doubt they'll sook it up. And we can't wait to see us go absolutely ham on them over the weekend. Then we are back on Monday.
Sure.
For our last episode of the season, before we go on break and before we redo all this stuff and come back in mid-Feb, which is big.
That's huge.
It's big.
I am coming back from Hobart Monday. I know we've talked about that, so it might be a bit later in the
That's
day.
okay, yeah.
If that's all good for everyone.
Hey, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Ashes.
Yep.
We'll see you on Monday. Take care. Look after each other.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.